The American Revolution. This is a collection of writings put together by the Library of America. The Library of America it keeps in print a bunch of books or stories or primary sources that have to do with the United States. It could be written by an American, or even if it's not written by an American, that's about the U.S. In this case, it's quite a significant collection of writings around the time of the Revolution that touch on the Revolution. So, Library of America, all their books are the same dimensions this way. Obviously, the thickness changes, and they're all bound in cloth, which I just love the feel of, and I love the size of it. It's very easy to hold. I say this every single time, but it's a great size to hold. They all come with a ribbon. They all come on acid-free paper, and they're all sewn rather than glued. And as you can see, when you open them up, the spine doesn't crack. They just stay pristine. Though that doesn't stop them maybe from fading in the sunlight. If you're a member of the Library of America, then the books come with a little slip cover. Let's have a look. Now, the thing about it is that they contain, or they can contain, a lot of material in a small package. And so what that means is they don't usually have a lot of illustrations, and the pages are never going to be luxuriously thick. They're not tissue paper thin or anything, but they're not going to rip every time you turn the pages, but they're not particularly thick. This is not a luxurious feeling book, except for I really like the cloth on the outside. If you're not a member, then they come with a dust jacket. But just to show you, we're talking about coming on 900 pages, 800 something pages, 70, 80 pages in a book that looks like this. That does not look like an 800 page book to me. And so some of the ways they do that is by having a little bit thinner pages. The font, though, it's not like the font is small. It's perfectly readable. And I'll just take a look at the table of contents so you can see the kind of material that's in this book. I don't have much to say about it. I'll just show you what we're talking about. So a lot of the big hitters, Jefferson, Adams, Hamilton, Washington, Abigail Adams, John Lawrence, Henry Lawrence. Okay, so I love these primary sources. I love it. So you just get so much of a feel for it. I also like historical writing from modern historians, but it's just a different thing to be able to go and read what they were writing and what they were saying at the time, and of course how they were saying it. Now, this book, another thing the Library of America does really well is notes. So at the end, they have all these notes, so you read along and then you can flip back and see something about the person who was writing, or something about the relationship that they had with the person that they're writing to, or what was happening at the time, if it was a newspaper article or something like that. They do a really great job there, and that's true about pretty much all the Library of America books. There's also a chronology. Here we have biographical notes on the people who are featured. And then there's also a chronology. Just sort of walks you through what was happening and the times that it happened. So that's the American Revolution. It is a Library of America production.